Hey, Mike, do you know any of these guys?
That's Randy Bang.
Right.
I don't know if
That's all I need to. I'll find them on.
he's from Winnipeg.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Just trying to get things set up here. Budget cuts. We had somebody. We went for dinner. Somebody smashed $1,000 camera of ours. So we're way out of our budget now. So yeah, Grant and I came back from dinner not too happy. Come back to find out somebody had pulled all the tape up off of our cords and the tripods we had taped down. I don't know why, if it was a maintenance guy or somebody. No idea why they pulled them all up, and then somebody tripped on the cord going to the camera and pulled it down. It smashed onto the concrete floor, so we're out $1,000 now. Just makes you want to pack up and go home. I don't know. We filled out a form here. Nobody's claimed it yet. We'll see what happens. But it's not the guy's fault that tripped on the cords. It's whoever, the maintenance guy or whoever it was that pulled up all the tape. Yeah, time to look into doing something different for a living. That's what it makes you feel like doing. It's a second camera we've had smashed. We're out of pocket everywhere we go for the most part. We don't make this kind of money to keep continuing to do this stuff. I'm sure we'll get somebody to pay for it here, but that doesn't help us for Tuesday when we're supposed to be setting up to the Western Canadians. If it goes through their insurance, it claims it's going to take us a month. Grant's off playing, so I'm here all by myself. Anyways, let's concentrate on pool. That's all I can do for now. That's one for Randy. I mean, the guy that tripped on it he felt so sorry, but it's not really his fault. They were taped down. I guess the maintenance guy thought, oh, it's going to wreck the wax on the floor. Well, it's already taped down. Leave it. It's been taped down for 2.5 days. Shane is playing in the 8-ball here. We're chatting with him for dinner. We were all in the buffet, and we had a good little chat with him about what was going on. It goes back a few events, so.
If you need a ref, hold your cue up real high, and he'll probably be able to see us. You don't have to walk over there.
Shane is
he'll be scanning the room looking for
playing the 8-ball.
people that need help.
Well, actually, Shane sat down right after we were talking to him in the line we're there early for about 10 minutes before the buffet opened, and so we go in and Shane, it was Grant, Stephen, and I sitting down together, and Shane sat right basically beside us, or a little behind us, the next table right behind us, and then Corey came in and sat down just with Shane, and they were going back and forth the whole time we were eating. It was good entertainment. But I'll just leave it at that. They'll agree to disagree on how to rack. So we got another camera set up here.
Corey Evenson, table 22, second call.
It actually looks not bad in this light. It's with the low light it'll look good here, but it doesn't do good when we got table lights. So it'll fill in here. We're back to 2 cameras, but if we get somewhere where we got table lights, we're gonna need to replace the one that was just broken. Corey double dipped Stephen to win the 9-ball. So first place was Corey, second was Stephen, third was Shane. Stephen should have had that first set against Corey, but let him back in. Stephen was up. So Stephen wasn't too happy with himself. Walking up on a player while he's breathing, that's unsportsmanlike, is what that is. I don't know if you're allowed or not allowed, it's unsportsmanlike to be walking up to somebody when they're down or waiting to shoot. Hello, Judy. I'm not sure who's on the second table here. I've been filling out the incident report here for that camera, so I missed who's playing on what. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna ask Rory here who's on this table 4. Yeah, GoFundMe page would be awesome for help with the camera. Just give me a sec, guys. Here, I'm gonna look up and try to find out who's on this other table here. Looks like Randy's gonna be leading 2-1 here. Oh, thanks, guys. If you really want to, just as easy with the, instead of a GoFundMe, we do have the PayPal or email money transfer. Be awesome if you guys want to help donate. You can look them up through our email, qsportslive@gmail.com. I do have another camera up and running here. It's the borrowed one for now. So we will have that. We will have 2 tables.
Lacey Frank, second call. Anybody know her? Let me know if she's coming or not. Lacey Frank, second call. Corey Evenson is now forfeited. Lacey Frank, you have 2 minutes.
Yeah, no, that smashed one's really smashed. Thing is, to order that same camera, it take a week and a half to get the damn thing. So we need something set up for Tuesday when we get back home. So I can order one off of Amazon, but it's $1,200 Canadian, and it'd be waiting for when we get back. But I just don't have the $1,200 to do it. We'll have to find out if their insurance here will pay for it, if how long the claim takes. I have no idea.
Sam Hoff is on second call. Table 26, Sam Hoff.
Yeah, no, Grant's playing in the 8-ball, but I don't play near good enough to win the 8-ball event here. Be lucky to win one or two matches, but I was actually going to enter and play, but coming back from dinner and finding that camera smash just sort of killed my attitude to do anything. So, this is Brian coming to the table here and wearing the hat. I'm not sure who these other two on the other table are. I'll go to the back to the split screen. We got another camera set up now and running.
Circle your winner and make sure you get the scores on your score sheet when you turn in, please.
Again, it was the maintenance guy. I think when we were setting up on yesterday morning, we were taping stuff down, and somebody, I don't know, said to somebody you shouldn't tape down. They're worried about something about the concrete floor, but they didn't want to put barriers up around, so we taped it down, and Ray and the guys here are all fine with the tape, but I think it's one of the event maintenance guys didn't like it, so I don't know if he saw that we were all gone for dinner here from the stream table and decided to rip it all up. And after he ripped it all up, he actually we had the tripods taped down, the legs taped to the floor as well as the wires running across, and he pulled that all up, and then somebody coming up to the stage here to look up on CompuSport screen in front tripped on the wires and pulled the camera down, and it tipped the tripod over and smashed on the concrete floor. So that camera was coming down from 8.5 feet in the air onto the concrete. Doesn't do too well for a 4K camera. So it's actually the maintenance guy's fault. The guy that actually tripped on the wires felt very bad, but it wasn't truly his fault. It's the Sony 4K Handycam. They're the FDR AX53 4K Handycam cameras. Are close to $1,000 US, I think, but it's $11.48 for us to order it from Amazon in Canadian, so they're not cheap, and they work great with the bright table lights and everything. I mean, it's this in here with the high overhead lights. They're not the greatest for lower light, but they work amazingly well on most of the tables we set up where we have the LED lights back in Calgary, because they do have the nice big lens. Yeah, we still have queue tickets left. That's for the $3,400 Mickelson queue. Now, I'm not sure who's who at this table here. Somebody's up 2-0, as you can see on the scoreboard in the back. The flip cards on the right hand. Actually, both tables same score. Yeah, I'll put well, like here I can throw up. Here's our email money transfer and PayPal based on that Mickelson queue on the bottom right there, paypal.me/KeySportsLive. I will comment and pin that on the bottom of the post here. Appreciate any help, guys. That's awesome.
Sampa forfeit. Lacey forfeit.
Sorry, guys. Okay, Kent's the gentleman at the table without the hat. I'm assuming that's what you're saying there. And it's 3-0 for Randy on the other table. Eight-ball semifinals and finals will be Sunday evening, late Sunday. We have 134 entries, I believe, here. Somewhere around that. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. Got that PayPal in. That's awesome. I got that, Daniel. It's amazing. Thank you. The queue tickets are $50 Canadian per ticket. And Grant and I do make a couple $100 off of that queue selling that for Bernie, so that does help as well. That's a nice save on the right hand table there. I believe that was Buckley shooting. This might be Ken at the table on the right hand side. Randy shooting on the left hand table. This is BCA rules. Thanks, Jackson. I appreciate that. And I mean, Grant and I do this because we do love it. I mean, they're gonna have accidents and stuff like this. It's makes it tough because for the most part, we are out of pocket coming to most of these events, and we do it because we do love it, or we wouldn't be doing it at all. But it's a setback as we're trying to grow and do more. And I mean, we're trying to save every penny we can make right now to buy a second setup. We're looking at the laptop I use here doesn't keep up with really what we're doing anymore. We want to always add and get better for you guys. We're trying to get a custom tower built that'll handle up to 8 cameras running, so we can either do as many as 8 tables or set up on a couple tables with multiple camera angles and all that. So that's what we started saving money for, but I mean, it's little setbacks like this that, I mean, keep us from getting where we want to go. Just it's slowing us down a little bit, but we'll keep going. I appreciate it, guys. It's not expected. Anytime we get a donation, it's very much appreciated, but we don't expect it. We want to keep the streams free for everybody. And Randy's up 4, and Kent's up 3-0. Oops. I think we're gonna have to get a little stricter with the way we set stuff up, and the way we do things with the venues, saying, oh, why don't we do it this way, do it that way, or we don't want it this way. We're gonna have to be a little firmer in our approach, I think, to saying, well, it's got to be this way, or we're not going to do it because it's going to start costing us equipment. Yeah, I appreciate it, you guys. I see I got a couple PayPal's in and e-transfer. Jackson, Richard, and Daniel, thank you very much. And the same to Sean, thank you. Very much appreciated, guys. PayPal address is pinned at the bottom there. PayPal.me/QSportsLive. So as we're going through, Grant's out playing, so I'm stuck by myself here, but ultimately Grant and I's plans are to hopefully one day be able to do this full time, and that's why we're asking you guys if anybody's got tournaments they want streamed, etc. Just message us. We'll try to work that stuff out. We try to do it as cheap as we can for the venues. We don't want tournament directors and stuff pulling money out of the prize fund for us to come stream. Most of the places we go, all we're looking for is some help with the travel, and then hotel and some meals while we're there. Grant and I's business plan is to eventually, we're the biggest by following now, I think, in North America with over 21,000 followers, and that's all thanks to you guys, is to make our money through selling advertising on the stream. Like you see the logos on some of them, and doing key raffles and 50/50s, etc. like that. That's how Grant and I want to make the money, which is pretty much by donation with the 50/50s and Q raffles. Our idea is to grow pool, bring money back into pool. If we can get the big advertisers going eventually, we want to be able to go to the tournaments and add money to the pots where we're going to stream. And next up for us is that custom built tower computer that we can take around that can handle multiple cameras and everything else. We're doing this. I got a $3,000 laptop here, but it's running at its limit. It's a high-end MSI gaming laptop that, with our setup, is running at about 80% of the CPU capacity. So can't click. You'll just have to type that in. You can't. I don't think we can on here pin a link to where we can do that. Actually, I can on our page wall. I can put a post up, I believe, with that, where you can just go to our page wall and then click from there. Let me see if that worked.
I figured Mike might be sitting here with you.
Oh. So I did put that post on the page. Yeah, just watching it. Bernie does not have a website. I believe he has a Facebook page. Not sure. He's not too computer literate. He's an old school, old-fashioned guy. And it looks like Buckley came back with one game over there. What time do you play, Ben?
8:30. About an hour.
Yeah? We've been so busy here, we've only sold $10 worth of 50-50 so far. We haven't had a chance to go down around the room. Other than just players here, it hasn't been that busy in here, which that makes it tough too, because we're expecting to be able to sell a bunch and cover some of the costs with the 50-50. Haven't been able to do that yet, but Grant said he would go around after here. He's in the middle of his match right now. We'll do a walk around, see if we can sell some. Shane is in the 8-ball. We're hoping they will. Just until I see that money in my hand, I'm not holding out too much hope. I think Buckley on the right hand table here, I think he's just playing the 8-ball. I don't recognize him from the 9-ball at all. Not that I saw a whole lot of other people being stuck on the two tables here, but
Twice as many players in the 8-ball.
yeah, there's over 130, I think, or right around 130.
The bracket said 128 exactly.
128 exactly, okay.
It's a fluke.
Yeah, that works out with no buys for anybody. I should have joined. I could have had that buy maybe. At least said I won one round.
Just screwed up the whole draw.
Yeah. Well, Ray was trying to get me to play, but I'll take that $125 and put it towards a new camera now. Yeah, that's a nice run out here by Randy. That's not what Shane told me at dinner. I don't think that. We were talking to Shane right at dinner time. We were standing in line for the buffet and he was playing in the 8-ball event here, so he is in the draw. Ben might have to play him.
Get through Roberto first.
Yeah, Ben's got to beat Roberto first to get to Shane.
I gotta beat someone to get to Roberto.
Oh yeah, Ben's got to
Shane.
Ben's got to win his first match, then he'll play Roberto if he wins, and then if he beats Roberto, then Ben plays Shane.
If Shane wins 2 matches.
Yeah, if Shane wins his 2 matches. And chances are, I was looking around, I don't know if Shane's playing now somewhere or not.
8:30, he's an 8:30
Shane plays at 8:30, there you go. So I think Brian got the info wrong as far as what I've been told, and that was by Shane at dinner.
He's sitting right over there.
Yeah, he is in the room here.
He was like about an hour ago. He's sitting over here laughing it up with Roberto. So I think
Yeah.
he's okay now.
Yeah, from like I said, what he told me, he's just him and the break issue goes back a few tournaments with Corey. They've been back and forth, is what he told us. So he just had enough. He wasn't going to deal with that every rack, so that's why he walked out. He said he wasn't here for the 9-ball anyway. It's based as a warm up. He's going to concentrate.
$100 difference in prize money.
Yeah, going to concentrate on the 8-ball. So
Although you could look at it as $700 difference in prize money because Corey double dipped Steven. $300 for that match, $400 for the next match. Right?
yeah. Four Bears has done nothing wrong. The tournament is an awesome tournament to play in. Ray and his guys run an awesome tournament. Sorry guys, I'm just writing out a queue ticket here. Update the scores. They are in the background on those slip cards too. Jeff, I just sent your ticket to your inbox. You'll have to accept that. So Randy is on the hill. But the way things are sitting here for Brian, he's coming up for that 5-ball. He's got everything sitting there for him. 3 might be a little tough to position. I think he hooked himself on everything. Looks like we had in the ladies division there's 25 ladies registered here too. I believe that's 3,000 added to the ladies, 10,000 added to this 8-ball event. Did you win? What was the score?
6-1.
Steven won his match 6-1, his first match, so he just got back up to the booth. Wins first prize for first one done in the 8-ball, first quickest game.
Really?
Yep.
No.
Yep. You know what the prize is? You can pass me my pop over there, please.
Oh, that's
Oh, now as he shakes it up. Thank you.
Sorry. Not sorry. Might have did that on purpose. No. Somebody finished before me.
Yeah.
The Q ticket is $50 Canadian. It's a $3,400 Mickelson Q, 68 tickets, $50 a ticket. It is Bird's Eye Maple with Snakewood points, 8 high, 8 low, Elkhorn joint and butt cap, stacked leather wrap. It is amazing playing Q.
Just slept through my match.
Been a long day.
That Revo shaft plays very well, although I like a little deflection in my shaft, so it's not really for me. I've tried it. It takes a bunch to get used to, but it plays really well. Even the BK rushes that we had raffled here, I broke and ran a rack with that BK rush, and it played great. Even that brake shaft on there, other than that phenolic tip or rock hard tip on it. Randy wins that match. Jump over and focus on.
Middle extension.
30 or 40 bucks, Mark.
Okay.
What's that? The one in the middle? I can order you one of those at cost.
I want the one on the end. I want to take it on and off. I don't think I would like it for box, but I definitely need it for 9 foot. Can't reach nothing. I'm terrible with the rest.
Ask Nick to make you one.
He
Well,
said
one
80
in the,
bucks.
one on the end. Yeah.
Yeah, he said 130 for anyone else, 80 bucks.
Fucking good deal.
80's not bad.
Unless you just want to get one of those. He has one. I bought them in Vegas, so they're like 40 bucks in Vegas. American one.
Yeah, we were 12 or 1300 or 1400 yesterday, somewhere around there. At one point. This is the camera we're not used to using, so this is the first time we've used this thing. It's a cheap camera. It's not our normal one. It's this one doesn't do well in bright light,
Dangling out the back.
Yeah.
so
Are there any good games right away?
No. Not really.
and again with our main camera being smashed there, this is the best we're gonna get for a replacement for now. This is not a 4K camera, it's just regular HD, so it's not going to be as good. Lens is only about half the size, if that. You haven't missed a whole lot, Turtle. We're just in the first round of the 8-ball.
Wish it was more fun to hang around. Not very fun in here,
No. Once it gets near the end, then it is
Yeah.
matches to watch.
Hey, you could commentate on here and I'll go take a nap.
Gonna pay me?
Yeah,
How much?
I'll buy you a buffet dinner.
Buffet ticket. I knew he was going to say that.
I'd even buy you 2. I just did give you one. I bought you dinner tonight.
It's good. How much are they? It's like $20, eh?
How'd the camera get smashed? the maintenance guy, I don't know, we'd gone for, Steve and Grant and I went to get something to eat before the 8-ball started here, and Ben had gone for a break, or he was playing or something. I don't know, he wasn't.
I was just practicing.
He was
over
practicing.
Here, yeah.
I don't. He didn't even notice. But we come back and walked back in, and somebody told us our camera had fell and smashed. And so I came over looking at it. It was smashed, but somebody had ripped up all the tape that we had, all our wires and cables taped to the concrete floor. Somebody had pulled them all up. We tape our tripod legs down using Gorilla Tape. It really stays down, so that won't happen. But the maintenance guy came in and didn't like the tape on the floor or something, so he pulled it all up and left it. And then we had one guy walking up through the front, because we're set up right on the main stage, right beside the CompuSport computer. So some guy coming in to check his draw and tripped on the cord, pulled down a $1,000 camera that smashed all over the floor.
Really?
Yeah.
It was probably like a minute and a half before you walked in the room.
Yeah.
No way.
I would have loved to catch that maintenance guy pulling that tape up. I would have broken his arms.
What the hell?
So I don't know. I filled out an incident report here. I have no idea if we'll
So what's gonna happen?
get any. I don't know if we'll get any money for it or anything. Steven's just hearing this for the
They
first
said
time.
casino will probably help them out.
But I mean, we can't. We're out of pocket already to come down here. Now it's $1,000, and we're supposed to be doing the westerns, setting up on Tuesday when we get back.
Shake my head. The maintenance man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, when I was taping down those cords when we got here, he came over and he pulled some of the tape up. It's like I just waxed the floor, the tape pulls up the wax. I'm like, well, don't worry about it. We'll clean up after we're done or whatever.
Well, we tape them down, or you put like a mat or something over top. It's for number one, so people don't trip going over it, and as well so that it doesn't smash or pull down our cameras.
That this table sliding and everyone's shoes and before I need some more wax after this anyway. It's gonna be all scuffed. The cue balls bouncing across it.
So looking up to reorder the camera, we're looking at is $1,150
Black
bucks,
feet on them.
but we cannot afford that, so we might be down to one camera for
Fuck this, man. I'm out of here.
future streams, so we can get
Yeah, go have a nap or something.
get that money raised back again.
An hour. Oh, Steven won already.
I know, we got Ben and Steven were sitting beside me. I'm the only one with a mic on. They just sitting. Steven's going to have a nap or something now before he plays again. Sorry, and they were asking me questions, so you can't really see what they're asking. I was just answering them.
Yeah. Exactly. He came up and asked me, John, where's Halen?
So we're at 4-2 Kent over Buckley.
Hour and a half tops. Yeah. Like once it gets grinding matches, maybe 2 hours. I still don't think so.
I don't know. It's I don't know if there's insurance or if they have insurance. I know we don't. I don't know if we can get insurance. It'd probably cost us a fortune, which, like I said, most of these events were out of pocket as it is.
Last year they had all AccuRacks, like specially made ones.
Well, I guess you ordered them.
That sucks too, because they say on the 27th annual Ford Bears Classic, they had the year and everything. So he's gonna get them and throw them in the garbage, right? He gave us a bunch of them last year. We probably had 10 of them. John plays good, yeah. And Daniel can beat Roberto.
Yeah.
I
No kissing
definitely
booth,
Daniel
thanks.
can be Roberto. But I haven't even seen him, so seems strange. But they wouldn't have put him in the draw if he didn't pay his entry, right?
Yeah.
And I can't see him paying his entry not showing up.
Cameras are using our Sony 4K cameras. It's the model FDR AX53 4K camcorder.
No. Yeah, I imagine once Brand gets up here and on it, it'll be the same thing too. Give it till tomorrow and then maybe it'll be better. Yeah.
Even Ben said he should have lost to Tyler. I don't know why he played topspin on that last ball.
I'm not sure. I should know. I've played him every single
Thanks,
year.
Bob, and I
came down
appreciate
there.
all you guys tuning in and
Last year
watching.
I played him
That's
first
why we
last
do
year.
this.
Last year,
We do enjoy
Hill,
it.
Hill, same thing, buy, break, and run out. So I was
It can
up
be
5-1.
frustrating at some points, like
And then it goes 5-5,
that camera,
and then I
but
break and run out. It's like I was so nervous trying to get out. He plays pretty good, yeah. But he's asking for ridiculous weight. Like yeah, Steven asked him. He said 3 to 9 and the 8 in 9 ball. Steven said 3 to 13 and the 7, and he was still like, no. 3 to 9 and the 8 ball, like that's way too much. Unless I get every break, then you can probably have 3 to 9. No, off Steven, but I imagine it's gonna be. It's not gonna be much different for me, right? Although he fucking choked Hill, so he might think now that. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Even if I give him like 1 to 9, or even 2 to 9, but I don't know, he's.
sorry guys, I'm just writing out a couple of Q tickets here. I'll
Exactly, yeah. No, it's not even that big of a spot. Right? That's why, like, Steven came back good, 3 to 13 and the 7, because Steven knows 7 or 8 don't make a difference, right? Yeah, you can't be, like, slashing in. Anytime you get a sniff at it. Yeah, it is really hard, though. I hate ball spot. I like those Filipinos, they ask me for ball spot every single time I ask them to play now. So I was giving Warren 2 to 10 for hundreds for like months on end. And then I give him 3 to 12 and he wins for 200. And now he won't play even and he won't go back to 2 to 10. He wants more.
how many tickets on the
Like,
queue? I'll have to do
better
a
and
count.
you want more.
We're over half sold now. We're probably in the 35, 36 sold range out of the 68.
It's really hard, man. Have to get up. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you just, that's how I am too.
I don't think it can
it's
be
out of my
repaired.
head.
The
Way out of my head.
door's all smashed. The
Yeah, exactly.
cover above the lens is smashed.
Well, and they're used to it a lot.
Got
Like, they don't do
the
game
eyepiece
spot
at the
very
back is smashed. It's
often. They do
I
ball
don't think
spot
it'd be worth
all the
repairing it.
time, right?
Door won't close. It's won't focus. What cue do we got? We're still doing that Mickelson. This one that I'll
Decide if I should
flash
have
up real
or
quick
not
here. It is this one on the screen.
After the first match. There's still some beer in our room too. Perfect. Yeah.
When will we be drawing for the queue? We need to sell out on that because Grant and I do not own that queue. We raffle it. We get a couple $100 out of it.
Yeah.
We give Bernie the rest. So we don't even really make a ton of money on those queues, but it's it's something, and we don't have to put out money beforehand on those ones. So Chris,
Looks like it. Looks like. Oh yeah, you never know. Yeah, exactly. Lots of sleepers. Yeah. It's
yeah, there's not much worth
easy.
fixing these
You
days.
break and everything's tied up. He breaks and it's wide open. You're
By the time
struggling.
you send it away and the length of time and money it costs you,
Duck outs
you're
and
better
back doors.
to buy new.
Yeah. Not sure. So the positive is that they redraw the whole thing. So you just got to get out of the B side and you get your life back.
Oh, it's just
Few matches. I was watching a little bit. He looked like he was playing pretty good. Yeah. Nothing you can do about that. Nothing you can do about that.
No, he played well. I didn't. Nothing I can do.
Oh, and it's the same race on the B side too, so
Yeah.
it's perfect. Yeah. Just grind a few.
Fuck, I couldn't believe it. He has me 5-1. He hasn't missed a shot. Well, my brakes were not working at all.
That's what we were saying. Like, he can be breaking wide open, and you can be tied up and struggling to get out, right?
He breaks and everything is
Duck
perfect.
outs, yeah.
I break. I got fucking four breakouts to do.
That's the way it works sometimes.
Switched out to a second ball break, and that didn't help either.
I watched a few people hitting it, and I tried it like 10 times, and it's not working.
No.
It's probably that cue ball.
I tried the second one. I'm wrong for a second ball break. I'll do it all the time on a dive. So fast.
I tried hitting it like.
Oh, those just go in there. It is, but the last one that we broke, that was tipped at leather pocket, that's broke too. Was going to cost just as much to fix it as opposed to buy a new one.
Yeah, that's pretty fun too. Yeah, I heard Joe yell, and I look over, and I'm like, oh my god, no. Then the poor guy, he's like, you could tell he just felt so bad. He's over there like trying to set it back up, and he's like trying to plug it in. Oh.
Well, the plug was busted off in it.
Yeah. Poor guy. Yeah, I don't think that's supposed to happen.
Fisheye.
where the Calcutta. Sorry guys, I was doing a couple of queue tickets there. Calcutta is not till the final 32. There'll be a redraw at the final 32 players, and Calcutta at that point.
Along.
Yeah, but you would think that, you know, when there's cameras set up there, that people might take a little
Yeah, he might.
precaution.
He's a pretty old guy too, right?
Yeah.
Just getting up there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not all there, that guy. I heard him talking a few times, yeah. He's playing Steve in the first match. lights bother me too. He said he just got out of a neck brace like a week ago or something too. Yeah. Well, it's like the
Yeah,
guy
it'll
with the
still be a
busted
double
arm,
knockout
right?
after the
Like,
redraw.
one-handed, like,
The score is right
Richards is a little
5-2.
steep to play one-handed.
No shit. Did he really put his money in?
He's over there practicing, like he had his cues and everything, with his arms in a fucking sling and a cast. Wonder how close I am to the bottom of the 8:30 matches. Because those could be 9 o'clock matches.
Just above me. I just missed out your thing.
Oh, there's quite a few 8:30s below.
Yep, they are using the flip cards on the back there. It says 5-2.
Well, there's only like 4 matches at 10.
Yeah, but if you win, you play at 10.
Yeah, if I win, I play 10.
If I win, I play at 10. Must not be running any girls. Oh, no, some of them are 98.
Yeah, like,
Do you want to get?
yeah. Yeah, I'll ask him. I'm gonna go change. That shirt didn't work, eh? Try a different shirt.
No, my jeans, man.
Those jeans didn't work. Try some different
Change
jeans.
something up, right?
Wow, that's because your jeans cost more than the entry.
We will do a count, guys. We had left our queue tickets back at home on the way down. They didn't make it into our bag, so we're going to get Steph to give us a count at home. I know we were right around 28 sold coming down here. We got to be in the 35 or 36
Like
sold
10-ish in there.
somewhere, yeah. So we're going to be, we're over half for sure sold. We'll have an update here in a little bit of the exact number we got left.
Almost straight in bank.
Grant was a little worried crossing the border with raffle tickets and raffle buckets and everything else. If we'd got stopped, he didn't want any hassles of them asking what everything was for. So
I've got a mental twitch where like shots like this look way easier when I'm playing 9-ball. Just get down one stroke, but I'm playing 8-ball. I'm like, oh my god, I have to bank a ball. Some weird fucking mental twitch. I still can't believe the one that Steven cuts in. Like, he was sick. It's like almost where the
so
cue ball is
that's,
now.
we are
And
actually,
he's on this side of it.
that is over, guys.
God.
So
I thought he might.
we won't
run
have
and crash into those.
the next set of matches for about 20 minutes because they are going to run on schedule now. I think the next set is set to start at 8:30, so I will end the stream here.
Take the paint
We
down.
will come back when we got the next opponents up. So again, if you are brand new to watching Q Sports Live here, make sure you give the Facebook page a like, click the follow button. That'll notify when we go live, and appreciate any of the donations we got in, guys, for help with that camera. It's unfortunate we had that happen. We're still trying to find out.
And they're like.
Really
they don't even
hope
have to
we
be
get
like that,
some
like, you
coverage through the
can
casino here, as it was one of their employees that pulled up all the tape that allowed that to happen. So we will be back about 8:30.
They do have ladies going.